Welcome to Kusum.net. This is ASP.NET MVC tutorial and you are watching part 88 unobtrusive validation in ASP.NET MVC. So before watching this video, please watch my previous parts 85, 86 and 87. In previous part 87, I was explaining about what is unobtrusive JavaScript. Okay, so please watch my previous part. Let's start. What is unobtrusive validation in ASP.NET MVC? Okay. To turn on client-side validation and unobtrusive JavaScript for the entire application using web.config. Inside of the web.config, you must need this client validation enabled equal to true and unobtrusive side validation value equal to true. Okay. So if you don't get true, or if you put it false, then it will not work. So is it possible to turn these features on or off using code? Yes, the features can be enabled or disabled in application start event handler in global.asx. In global.asx file, you will go to this application start method and use this HTML helper client validation enabled equal to true, HTML helper unobtrusive JavaScript enabled equal to true. If you do the false, then it will not work in the web.config and entire application will not work for unobtrusive JavaScript code. So is it possible to turn these features on or off for a specific view? Yes, include the following code on a view where you want to enable or disable these features. Means you will add in the view if you don't want to, or if you want to disable or enable the feature. HTML.enable client side validation and in the bracket true or false. HTML enable unobtrusive JavaScript enable true or false, right? So inside of the view also you can define. How is unobtrusive validation implemented in ASP.NET MVC? Using data attributes. For example, if you use required attribute or name property and if you enable client-side validation and unobtrusive JavaScript, then the generated HTML for name field is as shown below. It will generate this data value. Okay. If you use the unobtrusive JavaScript enabled equal to true, then it will generate in the page view source data value equal to true, and for validation data value required equal to whatever you have given the validation. The names field is required indicates the name, like, so indicates that the unobtrusive validation is turned on for this element. If you see this data value and data value required field in the page view source, then you can understand that the unobtrusive JavaScript is enabled in the application. So field is required and the associated error message will be displayed if the validation fails. Okay. If you false the unobtrusive JavaScript, then this data value and data value required field will not display. Okay. Now let's see in the Visual Studio. Flip to the Visual Studio and let's check it. Okay. This is my web.config file, and here you can define that the unobtrusive JavaScript enable equal to true or false. Okay, and this is the startup file where this is in the global.asx file, and here you can define for enable or disable the features of the unobtrusive JavaScript. Okay, let's remove it. This is my index view page, and at the view side you can define like this for unobtrusive JavaScript enable or disable. Okay. Okay. Now this is my page, and I have given the validation in this models folder. this site user.cs. Okay, this all fields, username, email id and age, have required fields. Okay, let's run the program and check it. Presently in my web.config file, here is unauthorized JavaScript enabled equal to true, client side validation enabled equal to true, right? Let's run the program and check it. Okay, when you right click on this page and go to this view page source, you can see here my unauthorized JavaScript enabled equal to true. So here for the property of username and email ID, this username and email id, okay, and age property, both all have this data value property and data value required property. Why this property is generated? Because my unauthorized JavaScript enabled is equal to true in web.config. Now when I force it, means here client side validation equal to false and unauthorized JavaScript enabled equal to false. Let's save it and run it. Okay, let's save it and run it, and let's check, refresh the page and see. Okay, let's run it again. Of course, right click on the page, go to the view page source. Okay, now see username, email id, this username, email id, age. Now there is no data value and data value required properties here. Why? Because unauthorized JavaScript is now false at web.config file. Okay, so there is clean HTML code is generated, and here you can see this Visual Studio browser link have created this error because unauthorized JavaScript is false. Okay, so like this you can set the property of unauthorized JavaScript, right? Let's make it true. Okay, okay, so thank you for listening my video. If you like this video, please subscribe it, share it and like it. Thank you. Have a great day.